Watch out. It's about to die.
Here are the settings. Again, I'm running this in 720p. For compatibility, we're running Proton 10 ARM 64X-2. Translation parameters, I set this to extreme, TSO enabled, half barrier TSO enabled, SMC checks, no checks. For the driver, we're going to be using the latest, which is this one, Turnip MTR. This was released recently, I think yesterday, and it has fixes for a lot of games. This game doesn't really require it, but I think it will run better. The VKD 3D version is 2.14.1. I had issues with the 3.0b with some lighting issues, so that's why I've gone with the older one, and the FX translation layer is the latest one. We're also running this on the high performance profile with the fan set to smart, and I have done some edits here to my fan power curve, and we'll see how that goes. I'll try to include also audio from the game when the fan ramps up, so that you guys can hear what that sounds like. All right, so this is pretty much in the beginning of the game. Now, ever since the first update that the Odin tree got, the fan, when it's set to smart, it will be really loud because the reading that Odin tree gets is now the same as it does here on the Gamehub. So it says that we're reaching 98, 99, 100 degrees on the CPU. And at that point, regardless of what you do on the power curve, is going to try and ramp up the fan speed, so the fan is going to be really, really loud. I'm going to shut up now and have you hear how it sounds right now. So yeah, not great. It sounds a lot worse than it did before. If we set it to sport, this is how usually PC games sound. However, we're now reaching over 100 degrees, and it's also going to start reporting it here. Now, this is a pretty high temperature, but none of this temperature is actually going to the battery, so it shouldn't be that big of a concern. I think the reading here is the direct temperature on the actual CPU, and the safe operating temperature for the CPU is 105 degrees. So if we go over 105, that's when you need to start worrying about potential damage to the CPU. But I think the device will either thermal throttle or it will completely shut off before that happens. And again, with the power curve here, we can set this right. We can do it like this, I guess. And this will pretty much sound like it did back before the update. So The Witcher is running right now between 45 and 50 FPS. Kind of depends on where you are on the map and the time of day. Right now, when it's nighttime, it's actually running at better frames than during the day. There was a way to meditate. Let's see how that was. I haven't played in so long, and for some reason, I couldn't load my saves. So it's mostly between 35 and 50 FPS. However, there are some stutters. So I would suggest you either cap this to 40 FPS or 30 FPS for just better stability overall. I don't know if that translates well to the camera, but there's like some input lag right now.
Watch out. It's about to die. to get away.
In terms of battery life, right now it is juicing. It is taking up a lot of power. I think it's going to be down to about 2.5 hours. Of course, we can limit this to 30 FPS and save some battery, and it will be more stable overall. So when we limit it to 30 FPS, we can sort of reduce the temperature by a couple of degrees, maybe 4 or 5 degrees, sometimes even 10. But it will eventually ramp up, and the fan will start sounding pretty bad as well. In terms of the wattage, currently with the 30 FPS cap, we're getting around between 16 and 19 watts, so still around 2 hours and 45 minutes for battery life, I would say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The Witcher 3 on the AYN Odin 3, it runs pretty well. I would best cap it to 30 FPS for more stability. The main issue is the way the fan sounds. Not a fan of it after the update. Not sure if we can do anything to fix it. And after the update, we can see an updated temperature here, which is a bit concerning. As previously it was reporting much lower temperature. Again, this is the temperature on the processor, so it's not getting to the battery, but nevertheless, it's not great to see 100 degrees temperature. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. And if you want to see more AYN Odin 3 content, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.